like I said, everybody's route is different. Everybody's road is different, but we all trying to get to the same place, right?
That's why I say, like, I get that, me and you, they could set me and you on the same path. You know what I'm saying? We might not go through the same, we're not going to go through the same obstacles to get to this same place. So I do understand that, but I'm like, people could take game from that. Like, hey, man, this was my mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like we owe it to the younger generation, man, because that's why they running around like, well, fuck the older homies, or they don't want to listen to somebody that's been around because maybe they don't feel embraced, you know, especially for the younger, especially for the younger artists, man. They don't seem like they feel embraced. That's why they break away from the Tupacs and the Biggies, and they break away from listening to the Wu-Tang clans and people who had some real structure. You know what I'm saying? Wu-Tang Clan, man, them boys had structure.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Wordsmith Shaolins. Like, them niggas was with the functions, homie. Like, and they did it as a unit. You know what I mean?
Facts.
That's still one of that's still one of my man. I love that dude right there.
That's one of my favorite MCs, man.
He had to be, man, I think he's a lot of people's, but they won't even say it.
Ghostface, the Chef, the Abbott, Dak, Capadonna, Huey. I mean, the Wu that's a legendary crew. I mean,
I just feel like, man, they deserve more flowers than they probably get.
What? They get flowers all around the world. Them niggas got
I still feel like it
shops.
ain't enough. But I'm just saying, like, I just don't
the
feel like
Wu-Tang is the fucking biggest group
I just
ever,
feel
probably.
I just feel like they don't get it enough over here. You don't hear the younger kids talking about it. You know what I'm saying? You don't be like, hey man, shit, what you banging? Man, I got that Wu-Tang on right now. You don't hear that like that. That's what I'm saying.
Nah,
Even though they're the biggest group, I don't feel like I feel like it seems like they're gonna die with us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because these young kids, they don't be giving a fuck.
I think it's a lot of us that music that sonically that sound still lives within a lot of us. So I don't think it'll ever die. I don't think it will die with us. I think out of a lot of us that's still, promoting that sound, it will be some younger, and it is some younger guys already that's engaged in that. Like, Joey Badass is
Unique guy, a unique fella.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like him. He come from that. You know what I'm saying? So it still lives on in him. And like I said, I'm not saying that Wu-Tang Clan ain't set in stone. I'm just saying, like, bro, it's gonna fall on deaf ears after a while because a newer generation. There's so much music being made. There's so many people that are fans to the drill rappers and the up and comings, to where that shit'll just be historic. It'll just be set that, hey, this happened.
right.
I just want to see it. I just want to see it get more flowers than what it's due. Meth look like he doing his thing though. He do.
He is.
I fuck with him. You got a brand, Smokers Club.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Smokers Club. Shout out to Johnny Shipe. Shout out to Shice Bubs. We started our brand 2009.
Yeah.
Started at South by Southwest as a show. Myself, Currency, was Khalifa, Big Crit, Devin the Dude, shit, Kendrick and J Rock was on that show.
That's a live show,
bunch
right?
of
That's a live lineup right there.
Bunch of motherfuckers on that show. Which turned into a tour the next year. That was the first time that we actually toured off our mixtapes. Me, Currency, and Crit. And the lineups changed throughout the years. We did that for about 10 years and turned into a Grand Dior festival that we did in San Bernardino a couple years. Did it last year. It's about 50,000 people there.
It's a lot of people to perform in front of.
A lot of people.
Like, people hear 50,000 and be like, man, let me tell you something. 700 people look like that.
Yeah.
Especially when you standing up on stage and they're all tuned into what the fuck you're doing. You know what I'm saying? That shit it's not for everybody, bro.
It's not for everybody. But it's a festival, so we have 3 different stages.
Oh, y'all had
on
to
the
crack
fest. So yeah.
Y'all had to crack it.
anybody dope that you could think of perform at the joint. From Playboy,
Seemed like it was like all the weed
Playboy
smokers.
Cardi to fucking Lupe Fiasco to fucking Schoolboy
Lupe.
Q to fucking Wiz Khalifa, myself, Currency, a lot of people.
Right,
You know,
right.
So, yeah.
So, are y'all doing this more? Is it going to be something that's ongoing, or are you gonna? Is that just kind of like?
We just came off tour a couple weeks ago, the Good Trip tour.
Probably why your ass tired, nigga.
I'm just hot. And I got
No,
kids.
not even here. No,
And I
not
got
even here. I'm
kids.
just saying, like, because I know you said I slept on the plane. Like,
Oh
you was
yeah,
like,
I mean, I
was
got
up.
kids. I got kids. I got shit I gotta do. So yeah, nigga be tired. But yeah, we just came off the road, the Good Trip tour. Wiz Khalifa, Burner, Joey Badass, Chevy Woods, and myself. And we going back this fall, and we also have the clothing brand, The Smokers Club, at thesmokersclub.com, www.thesmokersclub.com, all spelled.
So they can follow the journey, follow what's going on,
Follow the
any type of
lifestyle.
news that's going on for it, any updates.
All of that. We got Bud and a bunch of cookie stores out here and Marathon and all that other good shit. So.
All right, so you see it. We just hit 500K. You know what that means? That means you gotta subscribe and get us to 600K because we are dangerously close to 666K. Let's go.